Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Super Monkey Ball. Let's start off this episode by unlocking a minigame. I am going to unlock all of them, but Monkey Billiards is my favorite. So let's go for that one first. And now you'll see the other two are shut off to us again. We're just gonna have to play a lot more Monkey Ball. So let's jump right back into it. Go to the main game, normal mode, one player, and let's get my favorite baby. And let's go to advanced mode this time. I cannot promise that I'm going to get this the first time through. I'm definitely not going to get it without losing any lives. I'm probably not going to get it without using any continues, but one way or another, I know I can do this, and I will show you everything, even if I have to come in with separate takes. That is my promise to you. Advanced mode is, as the name implies, advanced. It's definitely harder than beginner. You can see from something like this. The time limits are going to get shorter, there's going to be crazier obstacles. It is definitely harder, and it does tend to ramp up in difficulty kind of quickly. So here, I think this is the first time we've seen these little poles here. If you hit those, you will fly off the edge. If you're fast enough, you might be able to go over that hole, but I've never actually tried it, so... That's the first stage that I would say really shows off what advanced mode is capable of. And now here we've got a stage that moves. We had one moving stage that kind of moved a bit in beginner mode, but this one is just a complete you have to ride moving platforms. Let's say I had two moving stages in beginner. It's not that difficult. They are getting you used to that mechanic that is going to come back later. Ugh. Just going back to how this is breathing for me, I tend to talk with my hands, I gesticulate a lot, so I've actually been playing these first few stages one-handed, and I am talking with my other hand. Didn't even really notice I was doing that. Okay, this stage is there's a similar, I think it's stage 4. Yeah, it is stage 4 in beginner mode, but the difference here is that the platform is thinner and those little thin walls aren't around anymore. I haven't really mentioned you do see a replay after each stage. You can skip those. I haven't been because I want to show everything, but you can. Also, there's a map at the bottom of the screen, at the bottom right, which I kind of never look at, so I forgot to mention it because I kind of forgot it was there, to be honest. But there is a map. I don't find it especially helpful just because you don't really have a lot of time to be looking at stuff anyway. I guess if you're practicing and you're trying to learn a stage and you're not concerned about clearing it, you could use the map. There's the hurry up. I think I'll be alright. Yeah, so this bonus stage was the same as the bonus stage in the first one, in beginner mode, except there was a shorter time limit. There's another hidden goal down here. I find that you kind of have to get this one on the down, so I'm gonna wait. Let's see, I might die here. Alright, let's go. Ugh, got it. Yeah, I've never had any success going up there. Alright, this next stage coming up is one of my personal favorites, just because I like the way it looks. This stage is also easier than it has any right to be in advanced mode. It's really big, but you have 60 seconds, and because of these blue walls here, which I absolutely love, aesthetically, I find them very pleasing. That's why I love this stage. But because of those walls are actually really high. They're not gonna stop you if you really just, go quickly over them, but it's actually pretty hard to fall off here. I guess, to be fair, this is pretty early on, but I would have expected them to give you a shorter time limit for this. Anyway, that was one of my favorite stages in the game. Alright, what's next? As you go up, you can see a preview of the next stage. This is also one of my favorite stages. This is another one. You know what, I'm actually just gonna be quiet. I have to concentrate. Oof! Yeah, that can happen. You kind of have to go full speed ahead, otherwise you're gonna run out of time. But you don't want to hit anything. Ooh, I did it again. I'm hesitating. That's my problem. I need to commit. I think I'm gonna make it this time. There we go. That wasn't so bad. But yeah, that does tend to be where I lose my first life whenever I'm playing through advanced mode. Kind of dread that stage, even though it's fun. Again, this is kind of a clone of one of the beginner mode stages, except it is more difficult. There's a hole in the middle, so you can't go directly, like, you can't take the direct route all the way to the end. But that's okay, because I like to get the bananas anyway. Bananas! Alright, there's an extra life. Like I said, especially once we get to, like, the really tricky stuff, I am not going to be able to do this without using continues. I want to say you get 5 continues? We'll find out. Alright, it looks like if there's another bonus stage coming up. Yep. You get multiple bonus stages as you go through the longer courses. So there was only 1 in beginner mode, there's 2 in advanced, there's multiple in expert, I don't know exactly how many. I'm probably not going to get all the bananas here, I never do. But it's just bonus anyway, it doesn't matter if you don't clear it. And it's fine, it gives me a chance to show you what happens when you run out of time. I almost never run out of time in stages. If I die, it's usually because I went off the edge. But again, that might just be because I've practiced. This is actually a stage where if you try hard enough, you can use the waves and actually launch yourself off the stage. Speedrunners do this to make it so you don't have to wait out the entire 30 seconds. Bonus finish. That's okay though. Oh, this stage. I hate this stage. It's really difficult. I am going to be taking the coward's way out, but it does look really cool. And this is your introduction to this area, the sort of town city area. Downtown, I think it might be called. Okay. Yeah, I like to go on this one here because you do only have 30 seconds and I like to be able to book it a little bit. There is a hidden stage. I can tell you right now I'm not going to... Oh, goodness! Oh, no! Oh, that's never happened to me before, actually. I wasn't being careful there. I was going a little bit too fast. This game will get you if you're not careful. But like I was saying, I'm not going for that hidden exit because I can't. I've tried. I don't know how you're supposed to keep yourself steady on these thin platforms here. Okay. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I don't know what... Yeah, that's like the really thin one. I can't do that. I've tried many a time. Alright. Yeah, that stage was kind of a point where I got stuck for a while until I figured out there was actually like a bigger one. This one is harder than it looks. You have 30 seconds, you gotta find the exact right momentum so that you don't fall off the edge, but that you can go through the goal. Come on. Got it. Yeah, that one's a little bit hit or miss for me. I have run out of time. Usually I don't, but it's, like I said, it's a little hit or miss. This one has a new mechanic as well. These are platforms that, I guess you could say they're timed. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. They move on a timer. Whenever those red bars go to them, they flip you up. This is another stage that I do believe has a hidden exit. I will not be going for it because I don't know. Oh, no. Oh, boy. This isn't looking good. This downtown area is about where I usually start to falter. Yeah, you can... There's another, like, thing out there. That one I think is potentially more doable for me than the guitar one, so maybe I'll try to practice that and see if I can show it off. But just so you know, there is a hidden exit past there. I hate this stage. It's not super hard in that it's not, like, gonna throw you off the edge. Probably. It's just obnoxious. You just sort of have to make your way through until you find the correct path, or until you get lucky and these things let you through. It's really annoying. Alright, so that's not gonna happen. I mean, if you move around, these things move too. You can sort of make... Ugh, it's not gonna work. Let's see if I can find another way. Oh, come on. Am I stuck? The one thing that... I usually don't get stuck on this stage. I almost had it there. I should mention there is no camera control. Ah, there we go. The camera just faces where you're facing. There's no way to control it as far as I know. And you really don't have to. The camera's actually really good in this game. Okay, this stage is where I got stuck for years. So I still don't always consistently do it. Let's see if I can do it. You gotta really take the corners tight. And you gotta keep moving. And then there, I really, like, almost don't hit the stick at all. Pull back. Control your speed. Ugh. Okay. Here we go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Woo! Got it. Okay. Alright, that's actually really difficult. And I have practiced a lot to be able to do that. I got stuck right here for the longest time. And then this stage is not as difficult as what we just did. Thank goodness for a 60-second time limit on that last stage. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, this really isn't hard at all. I think they're trying to trick you with the conveyor belts, because the conveyor belts there are moving. Oh boy. Oh, this next stage coming up is actually really difficult. This is kind of like stage 10 from beginner mode, except it's longer and has more steep inclines, and you still only have 60 seconds. Alright, here we go. I might be a little quiet for this one, because you need to really push the gas when you can, and you need to know when you can and when you can't. Yeah, this really is just stage 10 from beginner mode, but bigger. Yeah, that curve will get you. Alright. Okay, big curve. Again, having 30 seconds is nice, but you do still have to move. You can't afford to go slow here. I think I'm gonna be okay. Or rather, you can't afford to go too slow. You can't afford to go too fast either. Oh boy. I think we're gonna be okay. Got it. Woo! Yeah, things get tough. Oh, this next stage is interesting. There are hidden, I believe, not hidden, you'll see. There are secret goals here. Again, this is one that I may or may not actually show off. Again, it seems a little bit more doable than that one with the guitar. But the goals are gonna move, and whichever one you go through, I'm gonna go through this one obviously because I want to show all the courses. But if you go for some of the other ones, then you skip ahead a little bit. So that stage is kind of what you make of it. I like the ones that are shaped, they're fun. Oh boy. More of stage 9 from beginner, except you gotta do it a bunch of times. Okay, okay, okay. That one's not so bad because it's pretty wide. Alright, a little bit of a moving stage. You'll notice I'm not going for the bananas anymore. That's a luxury that I really only take advantage of in beginner. See, this one's hard because it's got... First of all, there's no arrow, and also you've got... Oh god. Just go. Just go. Oh, missed it. Alright. So I just got a game over. You cannot skip the replay for game over. You do get your play points as soon as you get the game over in case you don't want to continue. But we are going to continue because the show must go on. I'm sure there's probably ways to get yourself onto the other one of those platforms like from the start, but I don't know how to do it. Again, this is a really good game to watch speedruns for because they do all sorts of weird tricks. Alright. So with this thing here, you don't have a lot of time. You just kind of gotta pick an angle and commit and hope that it works. Pull back, pull back. Got it. Okay. Alright. That's another one I just kind of can't explain. I just sort of do it. I think we got another bonus coming up? Yep. Another bonus floor. This is another one I probably won't get all the bananas, but that's alright. I'll just get as many as I can. Be nice if I could get myself another extra life. I don't like this bonus stage at all. I don't like getting like pinballed between these little poles here. It doesn't make me feel good. It's just like a total loss of control, and I hate it. But yeah, I'm just gonna get what I can. I kind of doubt at this point that you're even really intended to be able to get all of the bananas, but there are people who can, and it's pretty nuts. See, that's what I mean. You just sort of get knocked around. Alright, we'll just, you got a few. Good enough. Good enough. Alright, where are we going? Okay, this is the final area. No, it's actually not the final. Is it? I don't remember what's the final area. This is the ocean area. This is another place where I got stuck for a while. I gotta... Oh, did not need a bump there. You gotta really focus here. You gotta make sure you don't go so fast that you run into the pole in front of you, but you don't go so slow that the pole behind you runs into you. You do have to turn here. You can't go against the poles. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, I hesitated. That's not good. Alright, let's try that again. This stage, I can actually see myself doing a little bit of cutting in just because it's so long. This does tend to be a stage where I lose all of my continues. I have 4 continues left. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I might just shut up. Ooh! Oh god. Oh boy, okay. That was a little bit of an experiment there. You cannot wait for that. I kind of just wanted to see what was going to happen. Alright. Continue. 3 continues left. I don't think they count the 0 continue. Oh boy. You really don't have time to wait around, both because you're being chased and because there's a time limit. I do like the music. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, shoots. Yeah, I think I was starting to say earlier, this is a stage I could see myself cutting in, just because it is so long. So if I don't get it this attempt, I think I am just going to cut to when I do it correctly. Oh boy. Alright, I'll show my real attempt. Okay, alright. So far, so good. You really gotta move around that corner there. You might have noticed I didn't actually end up cutting. I got it on the next attempt anyway. Alright, so the stuff in this area is difficult, but that actually was one of my worst stages. So it's not so much that it's all uphill from here, but that was the... I'm glad that one's out of the way. I'm probably not going to be doing that badly. There's a few exceptions I can think of, but that was like the major hump for me. Alright, here's another real big stage that you just gotta make your way through. You have to be careful, but not too careful. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, going quickly to get over that edge, but not so quickly that I went over the other edge. Or up that ramp, not up that edge. Alright. Is it over? Yeah, I couldn't remember if there was like an extra trick. That stage is not as bad as it looks. It is really intimidating. You just kind of have to know what you're doing. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Commit. We're going. We're going, we're going, we're going. Oh. Did not make it. Alright. Down to 2 continues. Let's go. You just kind of have to know which way it's going. There we go. Yeah, don't hesitate and just sort of go with the curve. Or go against the curve, I should say. Okay. Alright, this one is also very intimidating. I would say this is harder than the last long stage we did. Alright, let's do this. And it's annoying because they put the goal right there. There's hidden, I want to say hidden, but they're not hidden. They're right in your face. There are extra goals here. I've never actually figured out how to get to them. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay. Come on. You gotta be a little careful here. Okay. 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 Those, I don't actually know if it's possible to fall through those holes. Your biggest enemy, as usual in a, oh boy, okay. Okay. Your biggest enemy in a big stage like this is, of course, the time limit. That's a jump. Be ready for it. It will kill you if you're not ready for it. Alright, again, big, intimidating stage, not actually as bad as it looks. Alright, this next one is another one that's a little bit hit or miss for me. The spiral. I don't like this stage very much. These stages, I think, actually do have names. You have to go into practice mode to be able to find them. But I do believe they have names. I could be wrong. I don't usually hang out in practice mode. And if I do, it's usually just one course at a time. Alright, you have to be going fast, otherwise you will fall off because it is curved. But if you're going too fast, first of all, the curve evens out here, so you might launch yourself off the edge. But also you need to be going pretty much down the middle to be able to get the goal. Oh boy, it gets thinner. Oh, did not make it. Alright, here we go again. Unfortunately, when you die, your banana count gets reset. Can't grind lives like that. I do very much like the way these stages look. I love that, like, water reflection effect over the floor. It's really pretty. And especially back for, like, early GameCube graphics, that was pretty good. Alright, I'm sort of easing off on the stick a little bit now, because I know I'm gonna have to make that sharp turn right here. Oh, too much! It's definitely all about finding a balance. If I don't make it this time, I am gonna cut, I think, because again, the stage is long. Of course, a long stage means a stage that takes most of the minute. It's all relative. A minute isn't usually considered that long. But, yeah, I might have to be quiet for this one. If I'm gonna make a prediction, I could be wrong, obviously, but if I'm gonna make a prediction, I predict that I'm not going to make it to the end this time. I'm probably gonna have to do some off-screen stuff. But we'll see. The end of advanced mode, that is. But we did make it through that stage without using another continue, and that does make me feel better. Alright, the stage is harder than it looks. Let's go. Made it! Oh, yes. That one you just kind of have to go for. Because again, with the time limit, if you fall off, you are not making it back. Oh, this one's fun. It's hard, it sucks, but it's fun. I just love creative stages like this. There's unfortunately a lot more of this in Expert, and especially in Master, that I'm just never gonna see. But yeah, they do make their stages fun and funky. Oh god, speaking of, this stage is not as bad as it looks. Oh. Yeah, this might take me a couple tries, but you kind of just gotta know what it's doing. Unfortunately, because these stages are farther in than I usually get, well, I don't know about that, but if I'm gonna play like a casual, just like play through some stages, oh gosh, yikes. Don't hesitate. I'll say what I was gonna say in a second. Oh! But yeah, these are towards the end, so I don't usually make it here. There is a practice mode, you can go into practice mode, but I typically don't, because I'm lazy. Alright, this stage at the end is unfortunately another one that I tend to get stuck on. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Oof! Oh, not good. You do have to ride with one of those poles for some amount of time. Just try to get away from them as soon as you can. Oh, not good, not good. Alright, we have one continue left. I have three attempts to make this work. We'll see. We'll see. I did like going this way better. Oh, oh come on, baby. Oh gosh. Okay, lesson learned. But was it too late? No! Okay, alright, so I am going to have to come back and do this. I basically expected that. I will play through this again. I won't make you sit through it, and I'll show you my successful attempt. Got it! And that's advanced mode. Whew! I actually had a real good run on the way here. Did not even use up all my continues. Whew! Alright. You got 300 points. Altogether, you have 2,830 points. Since you got a lot of points, you can unlock the last minigame. Thank you, baby. Maybe one day I'll see the end of expert mode. Maybe one day. We're not doing this again. I don't think I've mentioned the Dole sponsorship yet. Yeah, Dole Bananas sponsored this game. They're plastered everywhere. I don't really know much about the history of that, but it's a thing that happened. I wonder if that was in the Japanese version as well, because a lot of the times these product placements are different in the different versions of the games. Anyway, I've discovered a couple of things on my way here going through advanced mode again. Two things worth mentioning. First of all, whenever you see those like little pusher things, so like that snowflake level and also one of the water levels where there's like little things that push you off, those are actually controlled by the floor, so they kind of move where you move the floor, which can be a little bit weird figuring out how to control them, but they are in your control. The other thing I learned is, oh shoot, I just lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Oh no! Oh, I'll think of it later, I guess. Let's unlock the last minigame. There we go. We've got them all. So that's it for, oops, I keep doing that. That's it for advanced mode. In the next episode, like I said, I'm going to show off the very first little bit of expert mode. It's not going to be much, but the very first little bit. And then some, maybe not secrets, but like little tricks and tips for some other stages, as well as going through some of the extra goals. I assume at that point I'll remember what I was about to say. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Super Monkey Ball, and hopefully I'll see you back here for the next one. Bye-bye!